a session as a big giant I don't know who it is. It's like if you saw a Never-Ending Story movie, there was this giant monster made out of rocks. That's how I saw her, and her subconscious says that's who she is in this life. She takes on too much. She tries to help everybody. She tries to take on too much job on herself in terms of family, in terms of courses, and she confirmed this right away. And then there was other things about this transition, because she is one of the souls who came here to help us with transition. First we're changing inside, and then we're changing outside, and every night she gets out of her physical body, and her energy body goes to the specific collider she created to accelerate energies of our transition, and whoever corresponds to the frequency of that collider actually has a very accelerated transition and changing of the body, which might feel as pain or painful situations, because through those you release the programs and the algorithms of the past, of the old matrix. And then I tried to pop. So the first part of the session is, so I do 2 hour sessions. The first hour is when I take out all the implants. Basically I'm not the one who takes them. I'm the instrument who has the information for the for the subconscious soul of my clients to do all the job. To remove everything that doesn't belong to those energy bodies. And so the whole first session was, the first part of the session was, we removed everything, destroyed all the contracts, implants, all the energetic connections, and it was like 37 minutes, 0.04, stuff like this. And the second part should just be about her family members and all this, like I usually do, very personal part, the second hour. And she agreed to publish the first hour with her face open. I was very excited. I thanked her. I get very excited when people let me give me permission to do so. And then I tried to publish it like regular. I go through my phone. On YouTube, there's this Sign Plus. You just Sign Plus. My brother sent it to me on Telegram, and from Telegram it's easy to save. So I did that from photos and videos. I upload. It takes like 2 seconds usually. This time it would upload only for 0704, 7 minutes 4 seconds. Each time I tried, the session would only upload not for 37 minutes, but for 7 minutes and 4 seconds. No matter how many times, I got to the point for 2 days in a row, I tried 10 times, didn't work out. So one of my clients in Russia, she created a website for me called Oksana Buchanan, and she published my video on her. So, on that channel that she called Oksana Buchanan. She created it for me as a second channel in case I get obstacles on publishing some important information on my channel, which happens a lot these days. Like, we're really being blocked a lot and challenged. This year in particular, everybody's being challenged in their life, so you probably know what I'm talking about because you're going through your own challenges right now. And then this client, I told her, I left her a voice message on Skype saying that, I don't know what it is about, but I was so excited to publish a session, but it only publishes for 7 minutes and 4 seconds. And she says 704 is actually the date and months of my birth, Oksana. And ironically, at the end of that session, I usually talk a little with my client, and I'm interested in this matrix program that encodes our bodies and our lives, called numerology, and it's like a science. And she told me, I asked her what when she was born. She's like 7. She's number 7. Even when you add up all the numbers of her date of birth, it's 7 also. And I said, like, oh my gosh. And I told her about the 7, that number, because I'm 7 too. I'm January 16, so 16 is 7. And that's usually spiritual teachers, leaders, they have to get to their spirituality early to lead the way for others. And she's kind of the same way, but she takes too many courses to become that spiritual that she already is. She just has to re-remember what she knows, which her subconscious told me a lot of amazing things about this transformation, and I actually have to re-listen, because as you know, when I go into trance and I open my eyes after, all information fades away like a dream. But then, so there was a full moon yesterday and the day before, which a lot of people were around me were going a little crazy, on the full moon as usual. I'm not surprised. Because, a full moon triggers the people who are not going through transformation like we are going through. And those people will be left behind, and we will be the ones who, like pioneers who already transitioned, we will tell them the information and support them morally, emotionally through the transition. They'll be going as a third, fourth, fifth groups, through the same stuff we're going through now rapidly, because I was told by my subconscious, Oksana, you chose this way. And because you're going through transition rapidly, matrix people in your family would not understand what you're going through. They can never understand. You know how in life you can never understand something if you haven't gone through it and haven't gotten your personal experience in it. Yeah. So I was told that a lot of you who are watching me also chose the rapid transition, and that's why it's kind of hard, because if you go in full speed through it, it's not that easy. It's mental, emotional, physical, it's all together. But I also see my energy when I get out of the body and I'm still conscious, I'm not asleep. I see myself in my, that cosmic office, like I call it sometimes, I have this holographic screen, and I'm changing and updating my cells, my organs, my everything. I'm changing my avatar from inside, and you're doing the same thing. My daughter actually told me, Mom, I actually realized that when I see my dreams and I'm awake in my dream, it's just like a switch to a different life. I'm living somewhere else. She's very smart. She just knows things. She was born that wise. And she told me, I see you a lot, that we're together on this water planet. It's beautiful. It's not Earth. It's completely covered with water. And you're a big merman with long blue hair. And she said, then I'm a dolphin, and we're friends. We do stuff together, and that's why we decided to meet in this life. And I was your last child, your daughter, who would support you throughout this transition, because I know what you're going through. And she tells me amazing things. So no matter how old your children are, if one of their souls is very advanced, wise, and came here to help you, there's probably one of your either grandchildren or own children, doing this, helping you out with this transition. And so yeah, that's a gift. That's a gift. You have to cherish them. And that's the biggest gift you can get in this reality. Some person some soul who is so close to you, who knows what you're going through, and lives heart to heart with you. In my case, it's my daughter. And my daughter's together, and my children overall, but there's 2 daughters, and the youngest one is just like this deep connection, we have this amazing deep connection with her. So I just wanted to tell you, last night, there's so many people texted me in the morning, Oksana, I couldn't sleep until 2 in the morning. That happened to me last night too. Like, I went to sleep, but I was exhausted all day, running, swimming, rollerblading, running after my kids rollerblading in the until the dark and all this stuff, you know, you get tired, so we went to sleep early, 9:30 I guess, and then I wake up at around 11, and then I feel like, but I did have a lot of sewing things. I had to sew like little reindeer with the head detached somehow, and I had to sew it back on, and I altered some clothes that I needed to make smaller for kids, and then I sewed also some emblem that I wanted to, you know, that I made by myself. And sometimes we do crochet stuff, like type things, plates, and I sew them onto t-shirts for me and the kids. Yeah, it's fun, and it's something like you need something for your heart, for your soul to enjoy, whatever it is that you enjoy. I enjoy sewing. I love it so much. It's like sometimes I listen to a video and I'm sewing, and because I cannot sleep at night, and it's just like it's very nice. So I know you guys have something like that you enjoy to do in your lives. So that's basically it. What I was gonna tell you. But if you know, I feel like there's more and more things are escalating, and they're gonna de-escalate when the trees wake up in the spring. You know, that's what I was showing. Like, you have to get through this, and then March, like towards the summer, April, May, it's gonna be more warm energies coming up, and because the toughest transition was this winter. It feels like everything's gonna get better in the spring. I'm looking forward to it. In terms of sleep schedule and all this eating, you know, sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel such hunger, like you haven't eaten the whole day. That's what people report to me a lot. You know, like some days they eat so much they cannot stop eating, and other days they just like, oh, food, you know, I don't feel like it. So yeah, whatever you're going through, if it lasts only 1 or 2 days, like I usually say, you know, it's nothing. It's just your transition, you're changing. Yeah, lately, so digestive system, I don't know, I felt like as if my ears had water in them, but it's like inflammation process, you would say, from the medical perspective. That's what I learned as an immunologist. But then I was told by my subconscious in trance that it's just your those channels in ears and eyes and everything are opening, and that's how you feel, you know, that's how it feels when they open. And that was only 1 day, so it's just not like something really medical, because if it was for a few days, I would definitely think there's something, you know, like I have to go to doctor or whatever, you know, like if your ears hurt or not. No, they weren't hurting, it was just like the feeling of water in that was weird. But yeah, there was the channels opening, and I opened, and you know, I feel like I can hear people's thoughts spoken to me, the people who are close to me, in terms of soul connection. I guess those channels did open. And then the interesting things happen to me, the people who are connected with me energetically. I sometimes think of something and they say what I think, or vice versa, you know. Because our intuition, our telepathic abilities are opening up and developing so strongly and so fast. It's just amazing. So that's probably everything I wanted to tell you, and yeah, have a nice day, and I'll try to publish what I can, and I'll give you a link if I can publish to that other channel created by my former clients, so you can watch it on that channel. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.